Bonjour, today is Saturday, June 17th, 2023, and I'm here at the Highlands Backpacking Trail in Algonquin Park. So this is a real treat because up until today, I have not been able to snag a backcountry camp spot on this backpacking trail. So I've been spending all my time as of late on the Western Uplands Trail. So yeah, it's a nice treat. One downside is that it's a very short hike in. I'm going basically 4.5 kilometers to Provoking Lake, spot number 7. However, that's not an entirely bad thing because even though I prefer to spend the bulk of my time hiking, rather than being stationary like at the camp spot, no matter how beautiful it is. However, I do have to finish seam sealing my Six Moons Lunar Solo one-person tent. My big European hike camp trip is it's 2 weeks away as of today. So that task needs to get done today. So it all worked out. It is 20 after 1. Let's get hiking. So the hike in took me 1 hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, this trail, the Western Uplands Trail starts off, I think, pretty approachable and then gets more technical the deeper in you get. Whereas this trail starts off lots of hill, very technical. So yeah, here I am. First order of business was turning on that thermocell. And again, I just still cannot get over how well it works and how immediately it works. Step 2 is to set up my tent and begin seam sealing it. And yeah, so by the way, this site, number 7, is kind of adjoined to site number 8. And then as well, there was an emergency site on the way in. So I'm gonna go check out that emergency site while I'm waiting for the seam sealing to cure. When that's done, yeah, that'll be interesting to check out. I know there's also a lookout around here somewhere. Anyway, we'll see how things go. Let's do the seam sealing. Even though the video I watched from Six Moon Design said that it might be a little bit tricky the first few times you set it up and you'll get the hang of it, you know, last time and this time, first and second time setting it up, I've found it to be very easy, very simple, very quick. So that's good. Yeah, so I'm going to start seam sealing. It is 4:35, so I looked at the timestamp of my last video when I started seam sealing, and that was at 3:35, so exactly 1 hour of seam sealing. Oh my goodness. You know what? I've got my phone on airplane mode, but I'm going to take it off airplane mode and Google why. Why would they sell a tent that is not already seam sealed? Like, there's obviously a reason, and I really need to know what it is because this is intense. I'll show you what I've done so far. So last week I did this top part. Although I'm not done, I still have to do this like inner, which looks scary and challenging. Anyway, so that was done last week. So today I did that and the one on the other side as well. And so far I've done all of the bottom seams. Actually, I think I have to also do, one sec. Yeah, I think I have to also do that seam. Anyway, I did all these bottom seams. Again, I'll have to do that. All that. I dropped a little bit. So I'll have to do that one. Oh, I still have to do that one. Oh man, huh? I'm sure I could probably do this more quickly, but I'm really making sure to like pull the seams apart, apart and dig in with my paintbrush and make sure, you know, push in all of these silicone poly seam grip stuff. Yeah, so I would say, okay, whatever. Anyway, I still have more to do, so I'm going to do that. There is someone swimming over there. 2 people, wow. It is 5:50, so it's another just over an hour later. So I've put in 2 solid hours of work on seam sealing this tent. It's almost all done. I'll show you what I did. So every single seam is done now. Yeah. Every seam is done. Except for the zipper inside here. That zipper all the way down. And this lip thingy. I'm pretty sure you don't have to do this very bottom seam. Oh, look, I'll Google it. So I turned my phone off of airplane mode. There is full service here. And the reason that the tents come not seam sealed is because there is no machine to do that. It has to be done by hand. So yeah, so they sell it to you cheaper, and if you want to do it by hand, then great. And if you want them to do it, I think it's only like $30 extra, which is super cheap. So yeah, so that answered that. Oh, I rewatched the video. So I am done all of the seams except for the zipper, and there is a seam right down the middle of the floor. So obviously I can't do that one today because I won't be able to sleep in the tent. So that means next weekend, 1 week before I leave, I will have to arrive to my camp spot, do that first, and then wait 3 to 6 hours, and then sleep in it. All right, let's cook something to eat. This is site number 8, right beside mine. Empty, even though online it says it's booked. And between my site and this one, I do think I have the better spot, so that's good. And amazing water access. Big slabs of flat boulder. Yeah, but I don't know if I'll inflate my alpaca raft because I'm exhausted from all the seam sealing. Tonight's dinner will be sour cream and chives pasta with wild-caught pink salmon. So, the salmon had a really, really strong taste. It wasn't blending well with the pasta, so I added some sriracha sauce, and now it tastes good. Yeah. It's a weird combination. Seafood, sour cream and chives pasta, and sriracha sauce. Anyway, it's working. So what I'm thinking is that Algonquin Park, like the further you hike in, the more isolated your camp spot is. Like this is only 4.5 kilometers in, and there's all kinds of campsites around. I can hear people constantly, you know. So this is like a step up from car camping, but it's not what I'm used to when I come here because I usually hike a lot further in. So that's fine. That's fine. I came here to seam seal the tent. That mostly got done. Anything else, I guess, is bonus. But the, sound really travels on water. So anyway. So next weekend is my last weekend in Canada, and then the following Saturday I fly out. And I do have another camp spot booked for next weekend. Another hike camp weekend, but I am thinking of canceling it. I've been going out every single weekend, which I love, but I might just ride my bike around the city next weekend, see people. We'll see. So I may not have a video next week, or maybe I'll video that. Anyway, we shall see. For now, yeah, I'm not feeling like inflating my alpaca raft. I'm just enjoying sitting here, so that's what I'm going to keep doing. It is 8 o'clock. I'm exhausted. It's been a busy week. Seam sealing the tent was intense, so that took a lot out of me. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill in the tent for now. Good morning. It is 7:30. You know, this screen here was covered with waiting mosquitoes, and I had left this right outside my tent in the vestibule overnight, so I just like poked my hand out, turned it on, and they took off immediately. I can't say enough good things about the thermosol. I'm sitting here with my fly completely open. It's great. Anyway, I think it's like 13 degrees right now. So even though I brought this extra charger for my phone, I used it last weekend. I used it, it was just I only used it once, which only brings it down to like 86%. Still, I charge it after every weekend and start with 100%. It's flashing 0. So my phone is at 15%. So this video will cut off abruptly at some point. I just bought this for the Ozark Highlands Trail trip last December, January. So I will be returning this anyway. Yeah, the lake looks so completely still. So I'm going to get up and enjoy that view and have coffee. Yeah, that's about it. This is amazing. Oh my goodness. There always seems to be 1 or 2 mosquitoes that miss the memo. But anyway, by the way, I just wanted to make a friendly plea. Please consider becoming a Patreon supporter. $3 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month. Gear and traveling is expensive, and I no longer do Airbnb. It is now forbidden in the building I live in. So yeah, something just small that you won't notice every month would be fantastic. And if you can't, that's okay. Just continue watching, but I thought I'd ask. Thanks. weird breakfast, a reduced portion of Annie's mac and cheese with 50 grams of real bacon bits. It is 12:34, so I have just been lying out. This bench was perfectly in the sun, so I was suntanning. And then when the clouds would come, I would do push-ups and sit-ups. And yeah, it was nice just, laying in the sun. My battery for my phone is at 3%. Whatever, if it runs out, it doesn't really matter at this point. I'm just headed back to my car, so yeah, I'll check in later. Goodbye, Provoking Lake. Thank you so much for watching. Please continue to watch, comment, like, and subscribe. Keep my retirement dream alive of doing adventures in nature full-time when I retire in 12 years and 10 months. See you next week.